Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to a special episode of Pygmy Tiger Knits podcast and
Flock Around the Table together.
if you haven't already watched Flock Around the Table, you should go and check them out. And as you know, I'm Leah of Pygmy Tiger Knits here on Instagram and YouTube. And this is a knitting, motherhood, life podcast, but mostly knitting. Yours is mostly chit chat.
Mine is mostly chit chat with a smidge of knitting thrown in. Like,
just a little bit.
Mine is mostly Deb.
Yeah.
Deb and her antics.
And tchotchkes.
And tchotchke stuff. And her crazy adventures.
And Disney obsessed.
Yeah.
And then you have Jen, who's
doing
awesome, man. She's kicking butt teaching and knitting, and I'm so proud of her.
I know. And have you seen her, her stockings?
Yes, her color work, like,
oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
They're fantastic.
Like, I taught her with my stockings. And she's never finished that one because she got super frustrated. So we kept trying to alter it, and then she's picked up this other one. I'm so proud of her. Way to go, Jen.
Yeah,
I love you. I miss
Jen.
you. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Sue and her husband.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, her house at Thanksgiving
is a lot. I really like to cook. Thanksgiving is definitely a time where I feel very connected to the people who have taught me how to cook through my life, especially my Aunt Dawn. Several years ago, we were living out of state, and I came home specifically on Thanksgiving so I could cook Thanksgiving with her. Because to me, you don't make it just like the person that you want it to be like unless you spend the time and you make it with them, and then the magic of how to make it transfers to you, and then you can make it.
Then you can make it.
It's happened several times with recipes from her, so I told her next time it needs to be lemon meringue pie because her lemon meringue pie is really good. She doesn't even like lemon meringue pie, but she makes it anyway.
But she makes a fantastic lemon meringue pie.
So
that's awesome. Yeah.
So
I remember when we made strawberry preserves.
Oh, strawberry jam. Yeah.
Strawberry
That's
jam.
her recipe. Well, it's not her recipe.
You had to go get the exact tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had to get the Cutco potato masher.
It had to be
with
Cutco potato masher
had to
do
that.
Yeah.
To do it properly.
Because otherwise, it's not going to turn out the same.
It doesn't. It doesn't turn out right. Poor man, Aunt Dawn, strawberry jam. It's the recipe on the sugar-free Sure-Gel box that you follow for frozen strawberry jam. But my parents used that same recipe, and it never turned out like Auntie Dawn's. So once I learned from Auntie Dawn, now I can make it, and it's my favorite. Last time
Jamie's still having peanut butter toast with strawberry jam on it from your strawberries.
Yeah, do you need more? I have a whole freezer full.
No, we still probably have 6 containers.
Oh wow, yeah, I do. Yeah. I do freezer jam like it's no joke, and because it's a one-time-a-year thing. And Aunt Dawn, she was adding on to her house this summer, so she missed strawberry jam season, so they don't have jam. And I told her, I was like, I will provide jam for you and Uncle Al. I'm not giving to your kids like you do.
Yeah, no.
She makes it for her and Uncle Al and all 3 of her kids. She supplies them all. And I'm like, no. So I told her that I would absolutely supply her with jam. And I'm going to see her in a couple weeks. She leaves for Florida on the 12th. So
you need to send her some jam
so they can take it down to Florida.
Take it down to Florida, absolutely.
Yeah, she was busy this summer. Yeah, so when her husband Jamie came up, and our husbands get along real well, they've been having a mancation mandates the whole time. They've gone shooting.
Yep.
They've gone drinking.
Here.
Yeah, they're watching games in the movie theater room.
They're playing.
Die Hard.
They're playing with the girls and having cocktails and shooting them with the Nerf guns and.
Kids love it.
Kids had a blast last night while we went to knit night.
Yeah, we went to knit night at Stranded. It was small, but it was nice to get out of the house and have some knitting time without kids in the way. And currently now our husbands are making Polish sausage.
Yeah, they're in the kitchen cooking now.
With like the Polish sausage press that was my husband's I don't know, it's crazy old.
It's perfect though. The 2 Polacks are in the kitchen making Polish sausage. Yeah. That's the way it should be.
Sue likes to say that we're Polish by injection only. So
because we are.
That's true. So yeah, my father-in-law, my grandfather-in-law, Brenton's grandpa, he was a cop in South Bend, Indiana, and he would, his whole brigade of people, they'd have a whole sausage party for a whole weekend. It sounded really bad. Oh well. a sausage making party.
Sausage making.
And like all these guys, and they would make hundreds of pounds of Polish sausage in the basement, and all the cops would be coming over all throughout the day to check on the process and like the whole thing.
Perfect.
So it's a huge thing in his family to do, and it's been several years since we've been able to do it. So he's excited that he has.
So he's like, another Polak is coming. We need to make Polish sausage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm down. Excited. I make all kinds of sausage at home, but I have never made Polish sausage.
Yeah. So he's thrilled today. He's like, we're making Polish sausage for dinner. I'm like, after all the Thanksgiving stuff, really? Yeah.
Okay, I'll just have a salad with a Polish sausage on top. I'm okay with that.
Some noodles. The kids will eat noodles.
Noodles and Polish sausage.
Yeah, I'll put in a little snippet video to pan everything that was on the buffet line for 5 adults and 3 children. But if you have not, last night we made Thanksgiving leftover egg rolls. And I know one person who watches, and they made them, and they said they were good, but messy. Yeah, a little bit.
This is a game changer, y'all. Yes. Mm-hmm. Total game changer. Mm-hmm. Deep fried egg rolls. Yeah. With leftover Thanksgiving. And really, you could do it with anything, like lasagna. I know. We were like going... So we did it with... I made up an apple crisp. So Brenton's like, oh, I'm totally deep frying an apple crisp egg roll. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good. And so it's really easy. You can get the egg roll wrappers from your produce department, and you just put... The key is to not overfill it, because then it doesn't seal all the way. But you could also do the wonton ones. You could make mini ones. Like bite-sized ones. Totally bite-sized ones with cranberry sauce inside of it. And cream cheese. Oh my god. Dessert wontons. Oh, right? So good. So yeah. Just the little ones. You just roll them up, a little bit of water to seal it, and in the canola oil or whatever oil you're choosing. Once the oil's up to temp, it does not take long. And then we added a new dipping sauce this year, because usually we use the gravy and the cranberry sauce, but we had leftover glaze that is pineapple, mustard, and brown sugar that I put on the ham. Had that. Oh, that was my favorite dipping sauce. That was a good dipping sauce. So good. Yep, it's so good. So we've been very gluttonous the last few days. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. It's okay. 'Tis the season. Yes. And I've been busy decorating already. She has. I've been busy, knitting. Watching me decorate. Watching her decorate. Yes. As you all know, I've said many times before, I really, really, really love Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas. So far, 2... Well, I don't count this tree, because this tree stays up all the time. Stays up year-round. I do need to put the actual Christmas decorations on it, but it's up. So I put up 2 trees, the 9-foot and the little 7-foot. That's the girls. You can see behind Sue back here. Yeah. That one. Oh, maybe that's just a reflection of the glass. Anyway, there's one behind us, and then the 9-foot is in the living room. And that one's not decorated yet. No. How many lights did I say I put on it? Like 2,700 lights? Yeah, not counting the 700 that are on it. Yeah. So the lights make it. Up. So the mantle is done, except I have to add the twinkle lights in there, the fairy lights, and the kids decorated their tree already with their handmade ornaments and whatnot. So I got to decorate the big tree when we're done podcasting. And then I have 2 more trees going upstairs. A pink tree in the girls' room, which is short. It's like a little 4-foot. And then I have another 7-foot white tree that's going to go in my bedroom. So. That you haven't decided how to decorate yet. No, I haven't. I ordered. Well, that's a good segue. I ordered from Hugh Loco. She had a Color Riot. I don't know what she called this Color Riot. Fa La La mini set. Fa La 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 La. Trying not to get the glare. Like, oh my gosh. That's awesome. Such fun, rich tonal colors. Because I do kind of want like a woolly tree. Like everything woolly, soft. Things that I make or somebody else made. Like I know made. Mm-hmm. But I can't decide the color scheme. So either these will be ornaments on this tree behind me, or it'll be a colorwork sweater, because, I mean, can't go wrong. I could probably do both, because I just can't decide on the color scheme. I probably won't be able to decide once the tree's actually up, because I've never taken it out of the box, because I bought it off-season last year. Right. In the after Christmas. So I don't know if it's, like, super paper white, or what. I don't know if I want to do all neutrals. I don't know. I can't decide. But... as long as it's up and has lights on it, I don't freaking care. It's like my nightlight. I spend a majority of my time in this room in the house, but I will probably spend a significant time in my bedroom with a Christmas tree on, and that's it. During the holidays, watching Christmas movies and knitting in bed. So, it'll be good. Tell them about your sweater. Well, I mean, if y'all have been watching my channel, you would know that I had a faux pas on this lovely sweater.
I forget what's the pattern.
Carlina. I can't remember. It's the Carlina pullover. I can't remember the designer name. My bad.
We'll look it up.
But I broke off
for sleeves.
I broke off for sleeves, guys.
And you're using Perry by
Brooklyn Tweed.
It's so soft.
Yeah. So, note to self, or note to everybody else. Yeah, so I cast it on the right amount. I had little pieces of tape for my size all the way long, and then I went and put the wrong amount of repeats.
Well, she told me, because she brought this up north with us.
I did.
She told me while we were there that when she was like this way up at the beginning.
At the beginning.
Her numbers weren't correct, so she was just fudging along.
I'm just fudging along. I'm just making it
work.
Stop.
If you have to fudge more than 3 times in a couple rows, you need to go back and see what the hell you did. So yeah, she ended up being 2 whole repeats short. So then we concocted a way for her to increase more. Yeah. And so she just split for her seam or her sleeve. So we'll see how this goes.
Hopefully in a year's time when I get down to, having a full sweater, we'll see.
It'll be fine.
We'll see if it works out okay.
Potato chip. You can just
it is totally potato chip.
You got a 5-hour drive home.
Yeah, I should be completely done with the body of that. The 5 hours. I have 10.5 inches to go from the bottom of the...
Well, how many stitches are on it right now? It's not the 500 anymore.
No.
Isn't it like 3?
It's 300.
Okay, so
probably 350 because I had to add 18 on each side.
So you can get like 2-3 inches done on the way down.
We'll see. I also have the Musselburgh that I'm about halfway done with, and I'd really like to have that one done because that's for me.
Yeah, priorities.
That I can have done in probably a week, and I would have something to wear on my head when it's cold. Not like it, because of course I don't have any other hats made. None.
I know, just like me in socks. I've been knitting socks, like always. These ones are a gift for my Auntie Dawn. Oops, sorry for... Spoiler alert! I'll put a blip in before that. Spoiler alert! These are the Cozy Knitters 2021 Advent socks. So if you do not want to see, because you're waiting till the 1st, don't look. I'm going to bring them up in 3, 2, 1. So these are my Cozy Knitter Advent socks. That's the full repeat right there, all 24 stripes. Taking them off the screen now. So I peaked. I went against the rules and I peaked because I had to knit 3 pairs of these for gifts. So this was the first one, and it was kind of special to me to make them during Thanksgiving because it's such a holiday. I feel so connected to Aunt Dawn. So these are for her. Aunt Dawn, I have no idea if you actually watch my podcast, but if you do, here's your socks. So I got those.
Now you know what your socks look like.
Yeah, and then Sue and I actually went on an adventure yesterday. Knitterella, Jill Zielinski.
Yeah.
On Instagram. She's also a designer and graphic designer. She's wonderful. She's local in Michigan. She lives up in Pinconning, which is only about 25 minutes from me. And she put out a call for test knitters for a new hat design the other day. And I jumped on that because I really like the hat. I'll show you the cover. So it's this beautiful colorwork hat. And she's using it to showcase her new yarn line called North Bay Fiber in the Heritage base. It's really, really yummy. It's local Michigan sheep and fiber. And then it's milled here in Michigan in Frankenmuth at the mill. And then it is dyed in Philadelphia and then brought back here. So mostly Michigan made, just dyed somewhere else. Super awesome yarn. So I said I would really
It is very squishy for...
Yeah, it's very round.
And fluffy. It's delish yarn.
It's a nice round, and you can tell it's a woolly wool, but it's a very soft woolly wool.
Yeah.
And you do get some veg matter. I just got a little piece right there.
Yeah, because it's
not
real.
A big deal. I don't mind that. That lets me, I feel more connection. Like this is local.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real stuff.
So she had a mini kit, and it wouldn't have gotten here in time if she put it in the mail, because this is a quick turnover test knit. We need to be done with it by next Friday, the 3rd, which is no problem in my world. But because of that in the mail, we just took a little trip to her house and picked up the kit.
We just road tripped for a few minutes, so it's no big deal.
Yeah. I'm losing my voice. So it's very fun. And plus she liked that too because then I could test the measurement for the weight of yarn, like how much yarn she gave you in the kit.
Yep.
So I weighed all my balls before I cast on. And so far, twisted rib. Love the twisted rib because it does add definition. And I'm halfway through here. But I did notice I'm going to actually rip back because according to her picture on here, the little point of here is the opposite of the bottom of the snowflake. Mm-hmm. On the picture, her graphic. And right now, it's mirroring it.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to rip back and shift it because I like the look in the drawing more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rip back today. So this was not even very long. This was like an hour and 15 minutes of knitting last night from here because I did the rib at midnight last night after I finished my sock. So, but I like it. I love how crunchy, not crunchy, but just natural.
Yeah.
You can feel the scales on the fiber because it's a non-superwash, but it's not one that like catches any like, in the wintertime our hands get really rough and dry. It doesn't catch anything on my hand when I'm rubbing my hands on it. I really love a sweater in this.
That would be gorgeous.
A color work, like a complement to this, like a sweater version.
Yes.
Get on it, Jill.
Yes, please.
Please. So
I would love the poinsettia. This whole motif with that again on the bottom.
I would love the whole thing. Yeah, like
totally.
Like this be the top that's closest to your neck, and this be the furthest from the point, or reverse.
Yes,
like
please.
This. Yeah. Either way, I'd be happy.
Either way, I would actually put this
closer to
on surrounding it.
Yeah.
I would do it on the top and the bottom, and put the poinsettias in the middle.
It'd be so pretty.
Or the snowflakes, or whatever you want to call it.
I would totally do a sweater in this, Jill.
Yes.
I will hop on that test knit train so fast. So.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and something I really like about her pattern, I'm just going to flash really quick.
And that's DK, right?
Yep, flash. She did her own, she put in her colors on the chart, and you actually get 2 charts for each of her colorways for the kit, because I know some people when they're doing color work have a really hard time imagining the colors that they've selected in a color work chart without coloring it in themselves. So I like that with her kit that she's designed it that way. Super handy.
So she gives you the different color schemes in different grids.
So that's a quick turnover. My 2 goals this week are 3 my 2 goals are 3 things. That's what I was going to say. My 2 goals are 3 things.
Well,
I have 3 goals this week. One is obviously to finish that hat and block it and get it photographed well, which I think will be great with the Christmas trees up. It'll be really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. 2
is to knit another pair of Christmas socks as gifts. I have 3 more pairs of adult Christmas socks for gifts and children's size as well. And I'm making my nieces and hats for Christmas, but those only take me an hour, so I'm kind of pushing them off. I'm going to get the socks done first. So, but that, the Intarsia stocking, this needs to be done and blocked and finished this week as well. So I'm going to go like back and forth. I'll be like, oh, I need to rip out my hat and get it back to where it is. And then I'll set it down and work on this and get it to a certain point and just keep rotating. And I always have, because I have to pay attention with those, I will cast on another pair of socks. So if I'm watching like with the kids and I have to pay attention to them, I can still knit stocking
that way
I don't have to look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like everything that I'm doing right now, pretty much.
I know all of your stuff is potato chip. Not that potato chip is bad. I don't know. Color work just flies for me because it's.
I like doing color work. I'm gonna have to do that hat once it releases. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to do that one because that's a fun little pattern. It is for sure.
And like you said, DK.
And DK is still gonna fly.
Yeah, it goes way faster.
For sure. I love doing color work.
I know. I have to send her a message. She has a whole message with all of us test knitters on Instagram, and we're going back and forth. And she'll be like, "Hey, Jill, when's the sweater coming out?"
Yeah, when's the sweater? We need the sweater.
You're not busy, right?
You're not like totally swamped or anything, right?
I forgot to say the name of it. It's called In a Flurry. Is the name?
In a Flurry.
In a Flurry, which I think is really fun because like in a flurry, you're rapidly like it would be a great last minute gift thing. I know she has kits coming out. It's being released on December 4th, which is a week from today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And she'll have a shop update with her kits. So if you want one, snag them. Her kits sell out really fast. So ever since she started her new line.
They were so cute, y'all.
Mm-hmm. And it comes twisted. I took a picture in a little video, inserted it so you can see what it looked like. It was super cute packaging. I gotta show you. So cute. Because of course she's a graphic designer. So here's my ball band. So here's the side. And when I was winding the yarn last night, I noticed she has a whole
inside of her ball band.
It's a picture of the sheep.
What a smarty pants she is.
It's a Targhee and Polypay sheep are known for their consistent quality fleece. The fine wool heritage is evident in their wool. The yarn is soft and fine, but also durable. This makes it an excellent choice for everyday garments and accessories. Heritage is a wool and spun yarn that takes the dye beautifully. The yarn is lofty and ideal for color work. Yes. But also contains enough body to showcase texture. Again, yes. Beautiful. Heritage blooms beautifully after a soak and hand wash in lukewarm water and dry flat. Thank you for your support. So I love that she did something on the inside of the ball band as well.
Yeah.
How cool.
Smart.
Right?
Totally smart.
I thought that was cool.
Make use of the space that you're given.
Yeah. And I mean, have you knit with Brooklyn tweed? Not this, but like the woolen spun, not worsted spun?
No, not yet.
Okay. If you have, you know that it is kind of a very delicate yarn. Like it pulls apart pretty easily.
Oh, yeah. I have played with it. So I knew that.
So
that doesn't do that, does it?
No.
Yeah.
It is very strong when I was knitting. I got to practice because there's a couple rows where it's 3 colors at a time.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Which I kind of liked because I got to practice that technique of still catching the floats with 3 colors. It was really, because it was like, okay, this is just a hat. It's only like 10 rows out of the whole hat. They have to do it. So that was nice to practice. But when I was breaking, so it was still very sturdy. And when I went to break my yarn, it took such a little effort to break it, but it was still, I didn't notice it when I was actually knitting with it. It was that delicate. Yeah. So I was very happy with the spin on that.
Good. Awesome.
Very happy.
Yeah. She was a delight to meet.
She was really nice.
She was very nice.
Her house is gorgeous. They have a pond. You just go fishing right your back door.
I'm sure.
Her husband and one of her sons was out there fishing. She has a whole studio in her basement. It's beautiful.
Cute puppers.
It's beautiful.
Cute puppers. Yeah.
That's their puppy. They just got that puppy a couple months ago. Growing fast already. Crazy town.
Super cute. Very nice boys, too. They were very courteous.
I want to finish this.
Do you want me to? That's just, knit. That's just popcorn knitting, too. If you want, I can just pop that off for you if you want.
I know, I just got to do the sleeves. It won't take long. But I'm just trying to prioritize the gift knitting so that I can have reward knitting because I'll be so excited.
Well, and then starting next week, you get to start wearing your Christmas things that you've created throughout the year. So this might be a fun thing to finish like the first week of January.
No, I want to wear it during Christmas. I want to wear it during December. I'm going to finish this soon.
Okay.
Soon. Well, there's that other secret sweater I have to work on too.
I was just trying to give you ideas because you have lots of things that you need to finish before Christmas.
I know. Maybe.
And that might be kind of stressful.
I don't know. Maybe 2022 will be spent knitting Christmas ornaments. That'll be the Christmas thing for the year. Every week do one.
Every week do one. You'd have 52 ornaments.
These ornaments are tiny.
Exactly. They take no time at all.
Oh, I hear them yelling at the girls.
Maybe you could have friends that could contribute. So you could end up with more than 52 and you could do a whole tree.
Do you know what could be cool? Doing an ornament swap. Like a chainmail thing, but ornaments, hand-knit ornaments. That would be cool. Knit an ornament to your friend and then they, pass it along and make an ornament. That'd be really cool.
It would be fun.
That'd be really, really fun. I bet you there's something on Ravelry, like an ornament exchange or something.
I bet there is. I bet there is.
Those girls of mine are already up from their nap.
They are.
It's only 2:00. They should still be down for like another hour, but they're probably up there playing and not napping at all.
That's because Aunt Sue and Uncle Jamie are here.
I know, they're too excited.
They are too excited.
Maggie all 3 of the girls, but Maggie especially really loves her husband, Jamie.
Oh, yeah. He's a chick magnet.
He's a baby magnet.
A Sasquatch.
Oh my gosh. And it's snowing right now here in Michigan.
It is snowing.
The flakes are getting bigger as we speak. I'm really excited about it. Sue, not so much.
I don't really care.
But they have to drive through it tomorrow.
We do have to drive through it. But you guys know how to deal with snow up here. Mm-hmm. So I'm not worried about the roads here. It's once I get into Indiana. Mm-hmm. Because those people just don't know.
I know, they don't. They don't.
Not in the southern part of the state. They do in the northern part of the state. Because they get the lake effect snow there too.
West corner, yeah.
But not Indianapolis. Not where I live. They think they know how to deal with it, but they really don't.
I know. I brought in all the kids' snow gear and stuff from the car, so I can wash it this weekend. So that way everything's fresh and clean for the week. Because Lucy's got to get out her snow gear now with school. Edie's in outdoor preschool. I think I've mentioned it before. So her snow gear is already out and in full effect because she's been using it for like a month already. But
right,
to stay warm.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. Pardon. I just ordered Maggie some mittens because she doesn't have any that are her size. And I know it's like, why don't you knit her mittens? Be like, because they grow too freaking fast.
Well, and
my mittens aren't waterproof.
Yeah, our mittens aren't waterproof. You know, you put our mittens on underneath the store-bought ones.
Remember if I did the thrummed ones like Jen's making? The thrummed ones. Remember that one that Jen makes and you turn it out?
With the...
Because that has so much roving that it won't be
on the inside? Yeah.
Maybe I'll make those as teacher gifts sometime for her teachers. Edie's teachers. Because they're outside all the time. I knit them hats at the end of the year and they just love them. So they were so excited this fall when they could pull them all out and start wearing them. I think I might make them socks for Valentine's Day.
The teachers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're such good teachers. They're such an amazing team. Help her deal with her emotions. And just life. They're excellent teachers. I love them.
Well, it's good.
I'm losing my voice.
You are. She is losing her voice. Mm-hmm. And it's not because she's been talking too much to you guys. It's because...
Talking too much to everybody else.
She's talking too much to everybody else. And they have a congestion thing running rampant through their house. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Our kids get me sick all the time.
Well, it's kind of like a germ factory.
Yeah, a little bit. Put their mouths on everything. Oh my God. How many times, like all those sentences where you don't think you're gonna, like you never think that you're gonna say, stop licking that! Don't lick the table! God! Don't put your mouth on that!
You don't need to lick your sister's arm.
Oh. So many times I say things. I'm like, sometimes I'm in public. Like we were at I forget where we were. We were at a store or shop or something, and there's like the counter where you pay, where the cashier is and whatever. And Lucy's like pressing her lips again. I'm like, get your mouth off of that.
Tori used to, when Tori got older in shopping scenarios at the checkout, she would be the kid that's playing with the candy and all that, but straightening them, bringing it all forward. She was facing everything and I'm like, honey, I mean, it's very nice of you, but does somebody else get paid to do that? It's very nice of you, though. Mm-hmm. She still insists. To this day, she probably still does it. She's 30 now, and she probably still is straightening the candy section and pulling things forward when she...
Did she ever work retail?
No. No.
So when I worked fast food, I worked at Tim Hortons. That was my first job. So I could deal with the cash register and lots of cash all the time.
Well, she did restaurants, and hotels. So she did.
One of my favorite things was facing the cash drawer, like putting all the bills the same way, and I loved facing the money. So dirty, like you can wash your hands immediately. But
I can't stand. I mean, I worked at a bank, so like if my money is not the same direction, it drives me nuts.
I loved facing the drawers. I would do that all the time because like in the like Tim Hortons, their busiest time is from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. But if you ever want to go to Tim Hortons and get in and out, that is actually the time to go, even if the line is intimidating. Because once you're at the speaker, their goal is to have you gone in 200 seconds from the point of making your order till at the window.
That's their goal.
Because you get, like, it's a corporate supervised, like individual people own the Tim Hortons, but they're checked on all the time from corporate. It's a very rigid process, and like your numbers go down, and like so it will always go the fastest from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's the fastest time the line is at Tim Hortons, is when they just boom, 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 crank people out. And it's also when they have the most staff during those times.
Yeah.
So they'll
for the same reason, because they have the most business.
I always used to get the chicken noodle soup in a cup so I could drink it. I'd be like, I just want all the broth. I don't need a lot of the other stuff, just the broth.
Tori started, oh my gosh, when she was underage. I know she was getting paid cash under the table. There was no way that this place was, but she loved it. It was right across the street. And it was this little Chinese place that, we were the spicy family.
Spicy family?
We were the spicy family.
You wanted it spicy, or
everything
that was spicy?
No, everything that we ordered was like off the spicy menu. You know, like it had the 3 peppers next to it or whatnot. And they always had like a high school girl work the phone and the front cash register. Probably, you know, just because of whatever. And so so Tori started working there probably when she was 14. And then from there it kind of snowballed. Like she ended up in Benihana's.
We have a local chain that's kind of like Benihana called Zagano. It's better than Benihana.
Well, yeah. I mean, Benihana's a chain, so
so this is a local
pretty much anytime
chain.
Something goes to a chain,
good.
it's.
I haven't had it in forever. The last time I had it, it made me. I threw it up, but I was pregnant with Maggie the last time I had it.
Well, then next time you come down, you can go to the new place by me. Colleen and I went there for lunch.
Oh, so good. Oh, if you're local to Midland and you have not gone to Astor downtown, so good. It is a farm-to-table restaurant. The chef, Aaron, is incredible, and it is to die for good. He comes up with interesting dishes. There's always a twist on it. We went for brunch last Sunday, and the kids had crunchy French toast, which was outstanding. I had fried chicken on bacon cornmeal pancakes. That was phenomenal. Jenny had the hash, which was like it was a vegetarian dish. It was like a sweet potato, quinoa, something. Actually, it was delicious. Breton had, I think, the ducks. I don't know. We tried a bite. We shared. That group that we were with we all share bites. It was all fantastic. It's where I'm going for my birthday dinner because I can't wait. Oh my gosh!
Yay!
I already made the reservation.
I know. I snooped at the menu. I'm like, that looks fantastic.
It's so good. If you decide to go tomorrow for brunch before you guys leave, like they open at 10, I would highly recommend. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good. So good.
Awesome.
I don't think we can swing it 2 weekends in a row. I mean, I'm good. Let's talk about it.
I'm sure Jamie will want to go and get his car fixed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They tell him about your car. That's crazy.
So we drove up here. Everything's all fine. It's a 2017, car, but it has, everything is electronic now. Like everything is touchscreen and blah, 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 blah. We lost all sound. So like the radio doesn't work. XM radio doesn't work. You can't hear your blinkers blinking. Like normally it's like tick, 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 tick.
Is the light
showing? Oh, the lights are showing, and the actual blinkers are actually working, but the sound is gone. And so then we took it to the dealership here in Midland today, and they were like, the service guys were like, oh, our technicians aren't here today. We're only doing oil changes. And then we had one of the salespeople come out and look, and they fiddled around with it for, a good 15, 20 minutes, and they couldn't figure it out. So my husband called his buddy, who was the manager of the car dealership down in Indy, where he got the car, and he's like, dude, I don't know, you're gonna have to bring it in. So we have our 5-hour drive back home with no sound.
It's gonna be very quiet.
No sound at all.
I would just play something on my phone.
It's probably more than likely going to happen.
Should I try it on a little bit? You want to check it out?
Then you did the large free.
Yeah, I did the large.
You did the large.
So this is not blocked.
Not blocked.
Does it stretch out a ton? I can't tell on the camera. Does it look okay?
No, yeah, it looks okay.
Because it's going to bloom.
It'll bloom. No, yeah, it looks good.
I like the white because it almost makes it look like I'm wearing a crown.
Right? You are. You are the queen.
Princess.
You're the queen of Christmas.
I'm Princess Bacon. Did you know that?
Princess Bacon?
Yeah, when I worked at camp in the summers at college, like you pick a camp name. It was all to like to protect your identity from campers so they couldn't like accuse you of like assault or harassment or whatever. Try to find you in the real world outside of camp. Yeah. Like if campers want to get in touch with you, they're supposed to mail letters to camp and then camp forwards them to you, kind of thing.
Sure. Okay.
And I get it. It's all to protect everybody.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But, yeah, so you had to pick a camp name, and I had a really hard time deciding what my camp name should be. And my sister named me Bacon. She already had the whole staff call me Bacon before I got there. And I was like I couldn't change it at that point. And so I added the princess in front of it. Because the name, if you're just Princess, that sounds like pretty pretentious and like stuck up and snotty.
But Princess Bacon, does not.
So I could wear a crown any day I wanted at camp, and it was just like, oh, that's just Princess Bacon.
That's Princess Bacon.
Like a lot of people just call me
Unless
Bacon
it was
short.
a crown made out of bacon, then it might be a little bit odd.
I wasn't Lady Gaga. Okay.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so I could wear a crown anytime I wanted. A lot of people did just call me Bacon, but I added an exclamation point, so they had to be like, Bacon! Like I had this one group of campers, they just like loved me to no end, and they called themselves the Bacon Bits, and they were my fan club.
Oh my gosh.
And like it was cute, it was adorable.
That's
so yeah,
great.
I have a thing for bacon, like so much bacon.
Like
it was always awful.
I don't know if anybody except Jen, the other Jen, she doesn't like bacon. I know, but other than that, I don't know if any.
Does she want like kosher beef bacon or turkey bacon?
No. She doesn't like bacon at all. Period. Doesn't like the smell of it.
Is she a robot from outer space?
Well, she's the sweater making robot. Yes.
Jesus, I make bacon. I like this.
But other than that, everybody I can think of likes bacon.
I don't know how you not like bacon.
I don't either. I think there's something chemically wrong, chemically imbalanced with you if you don't like bacon.
It was always awful, like on a morning when they served bacon at breakfast in the mess hall, because everyone's like, more bacon, 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 bacon. And I'm like, what? Yeah, those mornings are a little bit challenging. But yeah, I will forever be Princess Bacon to a lot of my friends from camp. I have a lot of bacon themed things. I got bacon Band-Aids and bacon breath mints. They make bacon toothpaste.
Oh,
right.
There's a line. There's a line that we don't cross with bacon.
Have I never told you about Archie McPhee?
Archie McPhee.
Archie McPhee is this bizarre store in Washington, in Seattle. I think it's in the Ballard district.
No.
And it's just like a total randomness store, but they have like a lot of like, it's almost like a watered down Spencer Gifts.
So it's a perfect store for like Deb.
Yeah. Oh, Deb would love Archie McPhee. Deb, I have a website, Archie McPhee, and McPhee is spelled with a PH, and Archie is with 2 E's on the end. You can buy like yodeling pickle. Like they have like bacon everything. Like you can buy a bacon suit. Like a suit, like a man's suit, and it's like made out of bacon fabric, like a bacon wallet, and like bacon toothpaste, and bacon toothpicks, and bacon Band-Aids, and like I had little you could buy little foam fingers that fit on, or foam hands that fit on your fingers, a little mini foam. She would love it. She would love it. It's a hilarious store to go to.
It's tchotchke stuff for bacon.
You can buy like those masks that's like a horse head over your head.
Yes.
Like that whole line of stuff. Just, oh my God. Archie McPhee it's definitely a fun store to go goof around in, for sure. But then there's also like random stuff, like weird like electrical parts. And like, just like random. Like they bought in bulk from somewhere random.
Yes.
So funny.
Absolutely. I think I made it around once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. Gonna make it around some more while I go decorate the big tree?
Probably, but I'll probably do it out there with the boys.
Yeah. I'll show you guys when I'm done, because December 1st on Wednesday means the first day of Vlogmas. Vlogmas is coming. So that's my goal, is to have all the Christmas decor up by then, so that way I can do a whole little like intro.
Yeah, you guys can see her Christmas extravaganza in her house.
And I've been debating.
It'll be the best kid place ever to be, is in this house.
I'm very excited.
In the month of December.
I'm really excited. I was actually thinking, because I usually add something every year.
Well, you added 2 trees this year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
I had an idea of, actually it's not an idea, I saw it in a commercial and I was like, I can make that. And it was giant holly leaves and putting it like a garland down the stairs.
Okay.
Like, because you see our stairs, there's like that really wide, it's not like a normal railing. Mm-hmm. And have like a big holly garland that's made out of paper. It's just cutting up some green paper and some red paper, that's easy. And then maybe coming up with some sort of like, what do people call it? Tablescape.
For your dining room table?
Yeah, but not have it on the table, because my kids use the table for everything and there's always mess everywhere. But hanging it from the ceiling above the table, having like big snowflakes or something above the table, and maybe the island too. So that way it's like
and a mini Christmas tree.
I had a mini tree, but now that we changed the kids on that one table, that's where the tree used to go.
I mean hanging.
Oh, maybe. Years ago when I decorated, I hosted the staff Christmas party for my elementary school.
Yeah.
At my house. And there was vaulted ceilings, and I made probably 40 or 50 of these giant snowflakes, and my cousin Kevin came with this massive ladder and helped me hang them all over the house, so it looked like giant snow in the house. It was cool. It was so cool.
Did you make them out of like foam core?
No. I made them just out of regular printer paper.
Wow.
And then I stored them all in the basement and hung on a hanger and used them several years in a row. And I just used the 3M hooks on the ceiling. It was magical. Can you imagine being a little kid like my little kids and waking up in the morning and that's there?
Yeah, that would be so cool.
They'd freak out. I love the magic of Christmas that the kids are just like, oh, they're so excited to decorate the trees. We already made one ornament today. Like,
yeah, they get to make an ornament a day.
Mm-hmm. We have lots of pre-made kits from Michaels. Thank you, Michaels, for providing those.
Right.
So I don't have to come up with all the ideas.
Yeah, no.
Here's everything is in here.
Exactly.
Except the glue. Here you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, they really enjoy it. It's fun. So, well,
yeah.
I think that's about it today. Oh, that's what I can't decide during Vlogmas, because obviously I'll have a vlog every day of still doing my regular Monday night podcast during Vlogmas. Because I feel like my vlog is more like the everyday, here's what I'm doing with the kids, this is what we're doing.
Today, I mean,
show you a little bit of what I'm knitting, but not necessarily like everything.
I think you should still do Monday.
Right? I think so too. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of editing with vlogs.
There is.
But it is fun.
I don't have the time to do it.
It's fun.
I mean, I probably do have the time to do it, but I don't even edit my normal, so why would I? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I like it. It does take time, but I think we're getting a bigger response for it. Plus, then I don't do show notes because I edited it and put all the information in it. There, Sharon. Pause the video and write down the title at the bottom.
I do show notes, but I don't edit. But I don't do show notes before I put it up. I put it up and it's like 2 days later. I might have the show notes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. What's your guys' opinion? What do you think?
Let her know.
Do a Monday night podcast, or do 2 along with Vlogmas, or just one or the other? Well, I'm still doing Vlogmas, sorry.
Yeah, she's doing Vlogmas either way. But do you want a regular? Let her know in the comments.
I know, and make sure you check out on Wednesday, because there's a big surprise happening in our world on Wednesday, the first day of Vlogmas. So make sure you tune in and watch. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
Absolutely.
And comment and share. Yeah. Tell your friends. We like podcasting. It's really fun.
We do. It is a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talk about it a lot. You guys have a really, really, really great week. I'll probably podcast again on Monday. I don't know. Maybe. No promises, but maybe.
Happy knitting.
And I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you in a couple days. Bye.
It's a little bit noisy.
A little bit. It's kind of a funny noise it makes, isn't it? Squishing out.
Edie, what are you making?
Socks. it.
The kielbasa. Mm-hmm.
Do we hear that sound?
Lily, watch your head, baby.
Yeah, I think I got it. How about each of us do free and taking turns by free by free?
I'll show you a second. Say cheese. Say egg roll leftovers. Egg roll leftovers. Look it, they're almost done.